It's always such a sweet treat for us and you at home when we have Sweet Carolines on the show. Today, owners Brenda and Scott Mueller are here to talk about their vision for Sweet Carolines today and into the future, and why they thought Sweet Carolines was a great opportunity and how they would like to grow in the North Naples and I think all of Southwest Florida in general. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back to you, and welcome to you. This is your first time on the show this morning.
It is.
We have a husband and wife duo, which I love. Been married 40 years.
Yes.
Give us a little background on kind of the journey that brought you to North Naples and this area from Minnesota.
From Minnesota, yeah. Well, actually, we always knew we'd end up here eventually.
Okay.
Our oldest daughter lives here in Naples.
They all come eventually.
Yeah, but we thought, why wait? You know, my background, I worked for a family medicine residency program, so we trained young minds. I loved that job. I worked there about 15 years in total. I've always had a medical background. But I had this bakery nudge.
Your passion was...
Yeah, right on the side. I was always doing custom cakes and cupcakes in the evenings and on the weekends for my residents, for people. My youngest daughter, Amy, who's married to a military man, they're stationed in Germany right now. And she and I took a class together just to keep her busy.
Yeah.
And what we discovered was that we were pretty good at it.
Yeah.
People started...
You're not just pretty good, you're extremely talented.
She's got some
right?
skills.
She's being humble, isn't she, Scott?
Well, it was really fun. I did it for Amy. I've always made cakes, but it was really a fun thing to do. And people would actually wanted us to do that. Yeah. So that's kind of where I was.
And what did the hubby say when you said, hey?
Well, I've been in food manufacturing for the last 10 years, so I understand the food bug, and before that I was in telecom, so I don't know, it's just a thing, I think. And we said, that's great. We referred to it as our jobby for a while. It wasn't quite a job, not quite a hobby, so we decided to take the plunge and go full time. So we came here looking for a bakery to buy for Brenda. And then Sweet Carolines kind of came up in the mix, and early on, and we kept looking. We kind of liked the breakfast lunch thing. Sweet Carolines had all the bakery paraphernalia that we needed, the equipment, and we found ourselves as we went through the process. Wow. That she does have some skills.
I know, right?
As we went through the process, we kept referring back to Sweet Carolines and comparing all the new restaurants we looked at, and we said, wait a minute, maybe there's something there. So
you bought it how many months ago now, by the way? I mean, it's been 9
months.
So what's the future? Where is it? You bought Sweet Carolines, and what's your goal? I know anything and everything you do, though, your passion is inside of it. So I know whatever it is, it's going to be great. But what's the goal?
Well, the goal is to make a lot of friends. I really am a people person. I really like that. But I definitely want to do custom cakes. You're seeing a couple of them on the screen.
They're brilliant. I'm telling you, you need your own TV show other than the blend.
R2D2 went out just last week. Last week alone, we did about 15 cakes out the door, which is a record for us so far.
Wow.
So in this week, I don't know how many I've got hanging on the refrigerator. I need a new system to keep track of them all. But we really want to grow the business. We want to make people feel comfortable and at home. I want to do weddings. I want to do start to finish on a wedding. I can do your cake. I can do your catering.
And that's what you want. You want someone who's passionate about it, who really loves what they're doing. You also want to be more than muffins. And I think a lot of people, because Sweet Carolines was big, you know, there for a little while before you guys got there, they kind of knew that place for muffins, which you still have.
We do.
We're not going to get rid of our muffins.
Yes.
World-class muffins.
But you're a lot more than just the muffins, right?
We are. We actually just took the sign down above Sweet Carolines that said muffins and lunch, and we changed it to breakfast and lunch because it more fit where we were going with it. But we hired Chef Richie, sous chef Brenda,
who's also very passionate about food. So you guys are all working on the same team. It's great.
Brought Katie in as a baker, and we had a great business. And we want to elevate the food and elevate the experience for people. We want, if we were a bar, we'd want to be Cheers. So that's what we're trying to get to.
Make all of our breads from scratch.
Which, by the way, these are some of the monster-sized sandwiches that I love. And I didn't realize, I mean, can you buy them by the loaf, too? I mean, if you like the bread so much on the sandwiches, take home a loaf.
Absolutely. Lots of people do. We got this one gentleman who calls, I need my rye bread fixed. So there's no preservatives. Everything's made from scratch. And so, you know, we obviously baking every single day. We're next door to
busy.
We're next door to a lab, and they were yelling the other day because they could smell the bread.
You're teasing us. We have just 30 seconds left. I know, again, muffins, that's what people know and love you for first, but I think once they come in, try a muffin, which you're going to extend to them if they mention the morning blend, right?
Absolutely. Free muffin if you just mention you saw us on the blend.
But come in, get your muffin, and then see what else is there, because you have everything from custom cakes to lunches and sandwiches and
try our catering.
pinwheels, which
Absolutely.
is fine. And catering, that's another. We didn't even get to that. I know that's going to be a big part of what you guys are doing in the future.
It's growing and growing. We're doing
Well, congratulations. We are so glad that you moved here to Southwest Florida and that you're part of the Morning Blend family.
Thank you.
So we love having you here. Again, married 40 years together. How about that, Steph? 40 years.
I like it. I like it. And they do have some good stuff. Some of my favorite. Up next, it's Motivational Wednesday. Losing weight isn't as easy as pie or even a piece of cake, but we have plenty of reasons why slimming down just isn't possible. Up next, the reality of healthy eating and regular exercise. We debunk the most common excuses that get you off track. Stay with us.